Well, I studied journalism in college because I didn't have a clue what I wanted to be if I grew up. And
I grew up?
my hypothesis was that sticking my nose into other people's business and writing about it would find something that I was interested and believed in and synced with my interests and values and passions and everything else. And for the first 15 or so years, it turns out that what I was good at and interested and synced with all those things was sticking my nose into other people's business and writing about it.
Okay,
And
so was the thing itself.
it was the thing itself, because I love to learn, and I was never a great student, but I love. My father told me once when I was in probably junior high school, and it was in the context of, did you do your homework? What did you learn? And I said, I don't know, whatever. And he said, well, you don't really understand something until you can explain it to someone else. And it's like, well, okay, whatever. I'm 14 years old, and my father just said something that sounded perfectly stupid to me. But about 25 years later, all of a sudden I said, oh my God, he's right.
He's right.
And not only is he right, but that's what I do.
That is what I do.
It's an opportunity to learn and share. When I had this, was asked to create the American edition of a British bestseller called The Green Consumer Guide, and I sort of waded into it. It was sort of interesting to me, but all of a sudden, it was published in the run-up to Earth Day 90, and all of a sudden I was an instant expert on green consumer issues, and very quickly behind that I had a weekly syndicated column and 100 newspapers on the green consumer movement, and very quickly after that I looked over my shoulder and realized I was kind of standing there by myself. That there was no green consumer movement in the U.S., but the companies I was being asked to come in and talk about it were interested in their own issues, and that was interesting to me, and that led into newsletter and books and a bunch of other things, and somewhere along the line, all of a sudden I said, oh my God, I found it. Or more to the point, it found me.